Alright. Dude, my desktop is out of control. Let's clean it up a bit, huh? I need some air to breathe. All that can go. All that. Skip that file. It's just Anna choking on cock. Oh, see? There it is. Cocks. So, did a big ass video. Audio. Long one. Real long. And these ones can go. Did some research on it. Pretty interesting shit show performance from the Young Turks. And felt the need to unload, uncork, engage, defend, white knight, restore sanity, create, express, vent, apply pressure to their racism. And they've never been so pro-race war as they are right now. They are just insane people. And they need to be fired, demonetized, deplatformed, shamed. All of it. All of it should be implode their little mini empire. That's how I feel. I'm live. So I gotta edit a bunch of audio. So let's go ahead and I'll show you the video in question. It's the biracial kid. Oh, first we gotta do this. Hold on. Got to do this. Let's get. All right. So, oh god, this is terrible too. You want to hear jank? Listen to this.
So, fuck you too, Kid Rock, and you can suck, Kid Rock, and you can suck my dick. Okay?
Oh wow.
How do you like them apples? And you are a piece of shit who doesn't understand this country at all. And you want to get into politics? Welcome to the fucking jungle, dickhead. We'll make sure that you fucking get annihilated. How do you like them apples?
Ridiculous and disgusting. If you're keeping score at home. So let's bring in Bob's Burgers and let's bring in Joe Live Life. Let's open Burger up. Extend it to a little bit larger. Let's give us a little breathing room here on the time. Let's extend it to full frame. There it is. Let's see what.
Wow, I still can't believe this sale. 6,000 low-fold dispenser napkins for $58. What are they thinking?
I don't know.
Yeah, and they're 2-ply. This is a great day. A really great day. Wow, look how big and empty the parking lot is, huh? What are they thinking?
I don't know.
Yeah, and they're 2-ply. This is.
Start there.
Wow, this is a great day.
Okay. Very funny show.
This is a great day. A really great day. Wow, look how big and empty the parking lot is, huh? What do you say you get behind the wheel?
What would I do behind the wheel?
Drive.
Is that legal?
Well, no, but my father let me drive when I was about your age. Call it a perk for running errands with your dad.
Let's make this kitty purr.
Okay. Let's bring in.
Let's make this kitty purr.
Gotta go around.
Go ahead, try a turn. Tina, why are you groaning? You're doing fine. Tina, relax. Easy. Easy.
Kill volume on that.
Easy. Easy. Okay. Tina, you're kind of headed toward the only other car in the lot. You have plenty of time to turn, Tina, so just go ahead. Turn one way or... Time to turn, Tina, so just go ahead. Turn one way or the other. Moving back and forth. Turn way and stick with it, Tina.
Can't even do it.
Tina, for the love of God, turn away or stop! For the love of God, turn away or stop! The brakes, Tina, on the left, you're about to hit that car, the brakes! Hit the brakes! The brakes, Tina, on the left, you're about to hit that car! Hit that car, the brakes! Hit the brakes! Hit that car, the brakes! Hit the brakes!
Alright, let's time it out.
Hit the car, the brakes! Hit the brakes! Oh my God, it's bad.
I ruined the car.
You did. You really did. Okay.
Hit
That car, the brakes! Hit the brakes! Oh my God, it's bad.
I ruined the car.
You did. You really did. Okay. Hit that car! Okay. Well, that's... You really did. Okay. Okay. Well, that's... At least there doesn't seem to be any damage. Well, that's... You really did. Okay. You really did.
Get the fuck out of this game. This game was horrible, dude, from the start. Shitty zone. Horrible, dude, from the start.
And which one was the one that says gay? Gay! This one.
Motherfucker, I didn't know he was there. Motherfucking whore. Whore bag.
Okay. They'll do Horback. And then we'll do... Is this gay? Gay. Gay. Oh.
Gay.
Alright, turn the eye off that.
Gay. Gay. Fuck.
Alright, so let's take it from the top. That's a minute 15 seconds of absolute goodness.
This is a great day. A really great day. Wow, look how big and empty the parking lot is, huh? What do you say you get behind the wheel?
What would I do behind the wheel?
Drive.
Is that legal?
Well, no, but my father let me drive when I was about your age. Call it a perk for running errands with your dad.
Let's make this kitty purr.
Gotta go around.
Well, go ahead, try a turn.
Let's make this kitty purr.
Gotta go around.
Well, go ahead, try a turn. Tina, why are you groaning? You're doing fine. Tina, relax. Easy. Easy. Okay. Tina, you're kind of headed toward the only other car in the lot. You have plenty of time to turn, Tina, so just go ahead. Turn one. Just go ahead. Turn one way or the other. You're just swerving back and forth. Turn one way and stick with it, Tina. Tina, for the love of God, turn away or stop. The brakes, Tina, on the left. You're about to hit that car. The brakes, hit the brakes. Oh my God, it's bad.
I ruined the car.
You did. You really did.
Get the fuck out of this game. This game was horrible, dude, from the start. Motherfucker, I didn't know he was there. Motherfucking.
Let's see.
The car.
You did. You really did.
Get the fuck out.
Car.
You did. You really did.
Get the fuck out of this game. This game was horrible, dude, from the start. Motherfucker, I didn't know he was there. Motherfucking whore. Whore bag. Gay. Gay. Fuck.
Yeah, gotcha. I got you, Joe, you son of a bitch. It's fucking perfect. Dale uses a lot of mumbling in his videos these days. Mumbling in my videos. Let's see, I could go to your channel, I could report you, could remove you, put you on a timeout, block you, add a moderator. Huh. I'm gonna remove you. No, put you in a timeout. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Yes, it's very interesting, very, very fun. Let's render it. Hey, woke. Oh, thought you were asleep. It's very early right now in Germany. The sun's not up, but I'm up because the early bird gets the race baiters. It's a known expression. Now, this is not working, which is always a great source of frustration for me. You see, it's supposed to come up here, but it does not. And that's why I gotta close it. That is funny. I don't know what channel to put that on, but I think most people don't know who Joe is. That's the only problem. So it's just like, he's so irrelevant and pointless that kind of, it's painful. So the video in question is, I don't even think I've downloaded it, have I? I have not. It's the lynching video. And it goes like this. Young Turks. Oh, PewDiePie update. Oh, great. Who wants to see that? All lives matter. Save the blacks. Muslim family arrested for using bank. Yeah, really. That's a fuck whites. White people are racist and or Islamophobic. And save the Muslims. White people are racist. Fuck the whites. NRA shill. How dare you call guns weapons? That's a fuck conservatives. Monday Night Football debut is so bad it's good. That's fuck the whites. Yeah, these people are idiots. Let's see what they say.
YouTube superstar PewDiePie has apologized for his use of the N-word.
He got on his hands and knees, Anna, and he said, Anna, please, we recognize your superiority to us, please. It's so bad that I use the word nigger. And you know who didn't apologize? The billions of black people who use that word daily.
During a stream of a video game he was playing on his channel. Now, we can't use his video for copyright reasons, but I do want to read you the most relevant portion of that apology. He said, I'm not going to make any excuses as to why.
Oh my God, he actually did a video on this? No, I got to see the video first before they fucking butcher it. Pewdie. My response, 4.1 million, 14 hours ago.
Hello,
Short and sweet. 29,000 dislikes and 500,000 likes. That's a good ratio. All right.
wanted to make a statement on what I said in my previous live stream. You probably won't believe me when I say this, but whenever I go online and I hear other players use the same kind of language that I did, I always find it extremely immature and stupid. And I hate how I now personally fed into that part of gaming as well. It was something that I said in the heat of the moment. I said the worst word I could possibly think of, and it just sort of slipped out. And I'm not gonna make any excuses to why it did, because there are no excuses for it. I'm disappointed in myself because it seems like I've learned nothing from all these past controversies. And it's not that I think I can say or do whatever I want and get away with it. That's not it at all. I'm just an idiot. But that doesn't make what I said or how I said it okay. It was not okay. I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt, or disappointed anyone with all of this. Being in the position I am.
He's been told to do this. He's doing this to stop some sort of money loss.
I should know better. I know I can't keep messing up like this. And I owe it to my audience and to myself to do better than this, because I know I'm better than this. I really want to improve myself and better myself, not just for me, but for anyone that looks up to me or anyone that's influenced by me. And that's how I want to move forward away from this. That's all I had to say. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Oh my god, that was humiliating. Fuck. Gay. Gay. Whorebag. Alright, let's see.
It did, because there are no excuses for it. I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt, or disappointed anyone with all of this. Being in the position I am, I should know better. I owe it to my audience and to myself to do better than this, because I...
Okay, here's my take. Young Turks are gonna gloat. They're gonna be like, well, you know, if he's being sincere, he did the right thing, and you know, it's what white people should do just in general. It's admit that they're racist and fall on the sword and say, yeah, I suck and I need to become better. See, I need to be better than this. Anna's already better than you. You have to aspire to be like Jank and Anna.
No, I'm better than this. He also said, I'm disappointed in myself because it seems like I've learned nothing from these past controversies.
Yeah, interesting.
So I watched the full video, and it came across as a heartfelt apology. And so, look, for me, it was less about him.
Anna, tell us, how have you reacted to the trauma of hearing a man say nigger online? It wasn't in a racial context, but just the word. I mean, it has a whole history, and you know, I'm sure you have black and white photos that you could show us. And you know, black people need you, Anna. They tell me this. I get a lot of black fans of mine. They write to me and they say, Devin, I'm helpless. I've fallen and I can't get up. Is there a hook-nosed Armenian that you could send my way to, I don't know, improve my life or be inspirational to me?
Saying that word. I mean, at this point, I feel like there's so much hideous stuff going on in the world that I'm desensitized to words.
Yeah, you find it all. You're appalled by it all, Anna, because if only the world were more like you, I think, I mean, Anatopia, is that a word? Coin it. Trademark that.
Even though no one should use that word. But the part of the story that I thought was relevant was just like this constant complaining from people who create content on YouTube about advertisers pulling out. Yes, advertisers pull out.
No, she's back on this fucking thing. She had a freak out about this, that they cut out of the show. They had it on the live stream. They did not broadcast it, so they did not put it to the 3.5 million. They just put it for the 10,000 watching the show. And she was like, fuck, you have to understand the fucking First Amendment. Watch, she starts freaking out. Watch for the neck veins. Once that, you see these tendons start flaring out, like she's some sort of Jurassic lizard, then you know the hair bun be too tight.
When they feel uncomfortable with your content, and it affects all of us, not just the person who puts out that so-called questionable.
Yeah, because you're probably not being funded by Qatar and by some angel investors to the tune of $20 million. Yeah, your salary is dependent upon AdSense. I mean, Anna, are you kidding me? You e-beg your audience to like raise $500,000 to hire fucking Sean King, who's done precisely nothing for you guys. It's just ludicrous. You are a con man, con woman, con hook nose.
Content, right? By the way, my favorite part about this story was some of the reaction that we got on Twitter. One person thought that I was monstrous.
Yeah, you're an ugly, shrill harpy, yes.
For supporting...
for being on the right side of the Niggergate controversy.
the video game developer who decided to do copyright strikes against...
Yeah, that's bullshit. You're not supposed to be in favor of trying to take people's content down because you want a virtue signal. Jesus Christ. But Anna, you're in favor of the free market? Well, fuck that video game then.
It's PewDiePie to take his content away from PewDiePie's channel.
Actually, let me update you guys.
Yes, Anna, you're a bitch. A dumb bitch. It's the worst kind. And a fidget as well. And a hook-nosed Frankenstein mess. You're an unhot mess.
Let me update you guys on that poll, because we did that poll. Should video game developers issue copyright strikes on PewDiePie? And that was tytnetwork.com/pi. And only 33.5% said yes. 66.5% said no, they shouldn't. And I had said no, you had said yes. It's an interesting conversation. Even though I disagreed with you a little bit, I did not think you were monstrous. Okay.
Right, and look.
We got along. We agreed on stuff, yeah. Imagine the friggin' shock I am experiencing right now.
I think the framing of that question is a little off, because whether or not they should.
Yeah, because it's when you frame a question a certain way, it's easier to elicit the response you're seeking. So like, if we want to tell you that there's an epidemic of black kids being hung by nooses, we'll just show you a story like that and then proclaim it to be so. We won't show you counterfacts. No. What's the point? Why would, what? Huh?
But it isn't the answer that I was giving. I was saying, yeah, advertisers and companies get to decide, and they should be able to decide.
No, like, but we all agree to that.
Yeah.
You're a cunt, Anna. You don't even understand what's happening with demonetization. It's not individual companies deciding. It's Google deciding. It's Big Brother, out of greed and out of political correctness, which is taking a massive dump on the First Amendment, which the letter of the law, it's like, yes, not technically they're a private company. They can do what they want. They're not the government. But we believe in the freedom of speech not because it doesn't apply elsewhere. It should apply to places like Google and YouTube because they are pervasive. They are parts of our society. It is where people literally go to speak. It's like saying, oh, we believe in free speech, just not outdoors. She's so dumb. Oh, and yeah, they use an example. They said, if you're making videos saying Adidas products are shit, then maybe Adidas, maybe they should have the right to not advertise on your videos. And sure, why don't they develop a system where that company can select that channel to not be a part of? I mean, they have the sophistication for this. They have access to every fucking coder on the planet. Unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course
you can't force anyone. I mean, it's just like television. You can't force advertisers to advertise on any given show.
Yeah, it's a binary. First of all, by default, it gets switched off. They're saying if you're even any kind of video, you're getting demonetized. And this is after the adpocalypse, so this doesn't even matter. This was like, we were fighting over the 2 shekels they were going to throw our way for the millions of views we provide. And now, it's a light switch for them. Oh, you put a word we are uncomfortable with in your title? Off. You're not even getting the shekels, dude. And she's trying to act like, it's the free market. Yeah, what's the big deal?
No, I mean, that's ridiculous.
You're a bitch.
And so, look, action.
I would piss in your face. That's what I would piss in your face. I would drink huge bottles of water. But see, not too many, because that would dilute my piss. I don't want my piss coming out white. I don't want it to be, diluted. I want it to be that thick, acidic yellow. I want to be pissing mustard on this woman.
And words and the way you do your show has consequences.
Oh, does it? Well, what if those consequences came back to bite you in the ass? You dumb bitch. You're the one that spits out racial hatred, anti-cop bigotry. You lead to dead things. I see dead people. You lead to people killing people, Anna. Do you expect a consequence for that?
And that has nothing.
You should be in jail.
Nothing to do with the First Amendment.
Yes, it does. It has everything to do with the First Amendment. That's how it's, in practice, what it is censorship, plain and simple. disincentivizing people to speak their mind on certain topics based off who? Based off the arbitrary policy of just this anonymous corporate entity on the biggest media platform in modern life. Yes, this is shitting on the First Amendment. It's like, Anna, by this logic, you should be against net neutrality. I mean, what's the big deal? This is the free market. Companies, they're the ISPs are the ISPs. They're in business. If you say something objectionable, then why not? I mean, she's making an argument against net neutrality.
The company gets to decide where they advertise or where they have their content.
Oh, really? Interesting.
And look, and
it's not the companies, once again, it's Google that does this. Unilaterally, Google makes this decision. This is the whole thing people feared about with net neutrality.
I think that it was a good apology, and so let's all move on. As I said yesterday, I think that he's largely joking. I hope that he is. I believe
joking as opposed to what, Cenk? Joking? He was expressing anger towards a guy who killed his friend in a video game. What? This has nothing to do with black people, you brown savior.
Believe that he is, and my sense of it is that he thinks people are overly sensitive to it because we are beyond those issues. As we pointed out yesterday, I don't think we're beyond the racial issues at all.
Oh, right. You're riding the crest of the wave, Gank. Everywhere you go, you create a wave. That's how we weigh you. We weigh you like we weigh a horse. Water displacement. We pull you up in a freaking crane.
We just reported yesterday on an 8-year-old kid being hung by some 14-year-old white kids.
Oh, really? Is that what happened? Oh, well, Uncle Devin's about to cover that puppy for you, you fucking whale.
And then the cop was like, oh, I want to protect the feelings of the 14-year-old white kids. And so I don't think we're beyond those racial issues at all.
Oh, my God.
And it seems like
this is insane.
PewDiePie in that apology is saying, like, I get it. It's not just a...
Everybody retweet. When I make this video, retweet it at... I'll tag the Young Turks, Anna, and Fat Gang. Just send it to them in bulk, please. Thank you.
Word, and we're not beyond it. And in fact, I think that Anna basically kind of laid out for him why she had objected to what he said. I want to just show that clip real quick from yesterday's show.
Oh, they're going to show the freak out. Here we go.
Show.
Like I said, I don't know PewDiePie personally. I've never had a conversation with him. The only thing I do know about him is that he has already gotten in trouble for anti-Semitic jokes and anti-Semitic imagery. It seems like he didn't learn much from that because he pulls this again.
It's almost as if
oh, they didn't show the freak out.
They watched the clip because the quote that Anna just read was, he said, I'm disappointed in myself because it seems like I've learned nothing from these past controversies.
Oh yeah, Anna taught. Anna's the reason for that PewDiePie. PewDiePie just has Anna on speed dial. He gets notifications when she goes on her sanctimonious rants about how she's greater than us all. What a fucking nobody Anna is. Anna, Jesus Christ. This is a crazy shit going on. What is it? Cal State Northridge? Yeah. It's normal. I mean, this is what I expect from that university. But my Lord, to think now that they are just bettering the world one YouTuber at a time. Way to go, Anna.
So I don't know if they actually watched the clip or not.
Yeah, I don't know, this or that. I mean, we're a news company. We could fact check this or, nah, that would take work. Fuck it.
It's not important. The point is that it is a good apology because he's saying, come on, just like Anna pointed out yesterday, you should learn
to be more like you guys. Yes, you guys are the anti-nigger people. Oh, it's fucking glorious.
From your previous mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
Oh, really?
But
even you two? No, I can't believe. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Sometimes you're too empathetic. Right.
I wish we were done with anti-Semitism, but we aren't.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, you're home base for anti-Semitism, pal.
I wish we were done with Nazis, but we aren't.
We are done with Nazis, you fucking inflammatory bitch.
As PewDiePie himself pointed out after Charlottesville. And I wish we were done with people using the N-word seriously, but we aren't.
Oh yeah, that was a serious violation. I mean, black people, you should poll them. Aren't they super offended? I mean, they're traumatized by this guy.
And so I think that he gets that now. I hope he gets it. And that's what my main overall point from yesterday, and I'll repeat today, is this is a good moment to have a conversation about.
It's a teaching moment. It's when the Browns and the Olives can get together and say fuck whites in unison and then ask them for an apology and then gloat over the apology and say, see, we're right. We're better than them and fuck whites.
About it. I believe that we can all learn from this conversation. I don't want to shut that down. There are some people you can't talk to. They have no interest of ever learning or changing or growing from a mistake.
You have no objection to growing, but not in a good way. Only in width do you want to grow. Jenk, you have an echo chamber. You don't take on dissent. So that's you not growing. That's you not learning. That's you not changing.
I don't, right or wrong, I don't put PewDiePie in that category, and it seems like he did learn. And it's not to say learn as in like you have to agree with our ideology.
Oh, it's not? Oh, it's not, really? That's in your entire crusade of your life, is to have people agree with your ideology. And it's all wrong, by the way.
Or our politics.
Oh, really?
I don't know what PewDiePie's politics are at all. That's not the issue here.
Right. You want to make it a right-left issue, but he's a Swedish YouTuber gamer, so it's kind of weird for you to want to do that. That's a weird impulse, Gank.
It's just to say, hey, if it turns out you're doing something...
Nice neck rash, by the way, on that fat jowl.
...that it is deeply offensive, like saying... calling people...
Say the word. Say it. Just drop it right here.
The worst name you could think of.
The worst. It's the worst ever.
And associating it with black people.
How is he associating with black people? That's you doing that. That's you doing that, Jenk.
That's probably not a cool thing to do.
Yeah, not cool. Be cool like Uncle Gank. Yeah, everybody. Who doesn't want to be like this? Look, just enjoy the package.
Just don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick, man. Just, it's simple.
And he's saying, I get it. I think that's excellent progress.
Yeah,
exactly why
this
you
is
have
progressivism in play. Wow, we're all progressing together.
have the conversations. If you like,
fuck you. I don't like you, you bug-eyed monster, pubic-haired bitch. Eat shit. How about changing your outfit once? Fucking hack. Wears a watch in 2017. What a dick. Blow me. Gay. Master Tracy is God, correct. Devin is boss. Body on the boss. Devin is tearing it up right now. This is fucking epic. Listen to this brown fuck burp out nonsense. Hashtag Devin said it first. Exactly. I'm on top of it, man. I'm just going to mount and just start thrusting. That's just good life advice for all the kids out there. Just mount everything in your life. Women, school, job, cars, food. Fuck it. Fuck it all. Literally. Like, just start, See what I'm saying? You're never going to be led astray with that policy. Somebody says, how do you play the stock market? I fuck it. That's how I play it. I step on top of it. I get, like, leverage. And I go deep. Belly deep. Poke the womb. Poke it. When has a womb ever fought back? It doesn't. Just poke it. You don't poke a bear. Poke a womb. Coming out live and direct. Devin Tracy, Amy's in the house up in Vancouver. She's doing her thing. How's it going? Devin, have you been watching Bachelor in Paradise this season? Oh my God, is it on? Oh, my girlfriend's going to be so excited. I cannot wait to see that. I've been hyped on it, way hyped. Is there more than one episode? I know everybody involved. Dude, I should do coverage. I'll do live fucking session on that. See, that's what I would do. There's got to be a way too. I mean, YouTube would pull that shit down, but like somebody else, I don't know, like the cryptocurrency people should just come up with a goddamn video streaming platform site that has nothing to do with copyright. Nothing. They're like, yeah, eat a dick, dude. We're feeding this thing through 10 different proxies out of like Bangladesh. So good luck trying to figure out how to get to us. I love you, Amy. I do. It's true. So I will make a video. Oh no, she's gonna be super excited. Like she's gonna like clap like a seal once she hears this. It's gonna be incredible. Cutie Pie caved and did the Michael Richards nigger guy defense. Well, yeah, I mean he did it. See at a certain level. In private, he's gonna say something else. People who are in the know, or even remotely red-pilled, which it's not my favorite expression, but it has a purpose. They know that what he just did was a show that was meant to do damage control to appease the mainstream media and just public sentiment. Just it's trying to put a tourniquet on this pointless controversy. It's a non-controversy. Again, you the best. Well, thank you. The problem is bandwidth, like a Carter. He's like a hacker and he knows. And deep packet inspection. Oh, who the hell knows what that means? Sounds like something that they would do to you before getting into a gay club. Encryption takes a lot. Yeah. Okay. Well, we are veered off into hacker technical jargon. So let us make a video about another video, which is, where's that?
YouTube superstar PewDiePie, the family of an
the family of an 8-year-old.
8-year-old who was allegedly lynched by white teenagers have released images of the 8-year-old. Now, his identity is protected, so we are not going to...
No, it's not protected by me. I have pictures of it, and I will show them all to you. It's quite fascinating. I might do just a separate video on his fucking mom and the comical things that have happened in her life. Let's see here. So let's find the kid in question. I will show you. This is how this is a story. This woman posted this. So this is the mother. That's the father of her children. I think she has 4 children. She's about to turn 29. Okay? Sit right back and you'll hear a tale of an interracial couple. It started with these lovely pics and selfies and some sex. The guy was a wannabe rapper dude. His rapper name was Ghost. Look at that. He's got the... It's not just an S. That's $. Dollar bills, yo. And look at that. It's like 3D and it's like dope and it's like praying. And, you know, there's spiritual shit happening. We got random lens flares and smoke. And, I mean, this is like a 10-year-old's, like, graphic design dreams come true. What is that? Just weird science? Just electricity? Just generating? Oh, my God, this is fire. The man's on fire. So, it was a beautiful tale of love. Probably met in high school. Who knows? And here are some of the kids. I believe this is the child who was hung. And just, you know, mulattoes, mulatto, and albino, yeah. And she's a, you know, a little hourglass, little fuck a hillbilly face, beautiful. Here's the crew. Here's Papa hanging out with a, you know, a poor man's Drake. Yeah, they got he's New York, but they're up in New Hampshire. I don't know what's going on. This guy looks like he's lost. I don't know. He's got, you know, some sit-ups to be done, but you know, all was good in the world. There's the family. Just tattoos, okay, that's a red flag, but you know, pretty face, and it's just a picture of happiness here. And I believe that is the child who was hung. You know, in other words, Kunta Kinte. That's what I'm telling you. Black as night, that man. Here's a nice little picture. She's pregnant with the 4th child. That was the baby on the way. Because 3 is not enough. No. Time to crank out more. And the love. Can you feel the love tonight? Let's move forward in time. Here's a nice little modeling shot. It's Mama with Papa. And is that a Dreamweaver? Dreamweaver. Not looking too much like the rapper Ghost here. Looking more like just soccer dad, really. But, you know, it's nice. They got somebody to take this picture. She's leaning up against a tree, kind of almost erotic. Almost like she's trying to be sexy even though she's pregnant. But kind of weird. Maybe she's like a selfie type girl. Who knows? This is her same day, actually, it looks like. So, Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver. Big face. Almost alarmingly big. Like, kind of like she's from, I don't know, Mongolia or something. But whatever. She lost the weight. She was probably pregnant. And here it is. Oh, look at that little puddum. Black child, or half black child. That's the new one. He's actually the darkest of the lot. Yeah, and that's a nice thing. You know, we're all in favor of interracial whatever. I've had black girlfriends. If you're black out there and you're attractive, I'll gladly fuck you. How about that for non-racist? So yeah, incredible. Here's another shot of, look at the dude. Look at that. The beautiful mother, young mother in her 20s, dimples, smiling down at her virtuous mixed race child. It's all so lovely. Here she is, just, you know, green eye, little Persian eye sort of makeup job. We enjoy that quite a bit. Now this makeup style is a little bit different. A little bit more minimalist, more natural. He has to do some work to kind of de-emphasize that scar, but we'll get back to that. Here's a lovely shot of the father with the daughter. She's a mulatto. She's going to be loved and desired by all who come in contact with her. This is what happens when you have a beautiful woman give birth to children. They tend to produce cute kids. This is what happened. My mother was a beautiful woman. Here is the child who was hung by a tree. Same tree? Who knows? Is he wearing earrings? Is he wearing Nike products? Air Jordan, Air Jordan, Air Jordan. Again, he looks as... I mean, if you perform a hate crime against this guy, how is it not a hate crime against white people? I mean, of course the story bled into a black kid, biracial kid, but really they talk about it as if he was a black kid. Lynching. Black kid hung. Biracial kid hung. Yeah, that's the biracial kid with the almost blonde hair. Light brown blonde hair. And there he be. Black and white photo. What is that? From the Jim Crow era? I'm not sure. Here's the girl. There she is. Oh, you put your little finger in your mouth and I see what you're doing to me. Pearl earring. I'll give you another piece of pearl jewelry. It'll be around your necklace, but it won't be pearls. It will be semen. There is another Persian eye vibe. You know, she's a cute girl. Very cute. And she posted this. I like this meme. It says, I want to be where the people aren't. I want to see them dancing. Netflix and wine. I prefer Netflix and chill, but to each their own. Here are the kids. They are a lovely group. Look at that. Beautiful. Here she is with her latest baby, her fourth. She is a waitress, bartender type. I think she has done some part-time nursing as well. And they live up in New Hampshire. Here she is with her little black child, and she's looking like sort of Megan Foxy there. So she's keeping it on lockdown. Is that a black thing to say? I don't know. How do they talk? What are they saying now? No, I think I downloaded a video. Let me see if I can find that video for y'all. There it is. Here's her video. So you can tell by her expressions and the way she's vibing to this black music that she is a bit wigglicious. Kind of abandoned her white culture and has adopted black culture in New Hampshire. So go figure. I don't know what happened there, but whatever. That's the kind of music she likes. That's the kind of facial expression she likes to make. That's who the girl is. And let's see how her life turns out. Here she is, a little duck face action, little oh, what? Look at me. Now. Let's cut to a shot which I like to call this. I'm proud of my heart. It's been played, stabbed, cheated, burned, and broken, but somehow still works. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Not sure that is going in the direction that I feel comfortable with. Let's go to the evidence. Let's see what happened in this woman's life. So, here's my friend, Adam, a fan. He says, Young Turks, white teens, lynch, biracial 8-year-old boy at German Bruin. My reaction when I see this in order. Number 1, poor kid. Number 2, race is focused upon. Number 3, how did TYT spin falsified this story? Number 4, fuck TYT. And that is exactly what is about to take place. So here's Cassandra Merlin, and she says, I'm proud of my heart. It's been... So that was like, what? I was looking at all these nice pictures of you and your family, and what's going on here? And then we get this, May 21st. Just going to let this be known to anyone who is concerned about my children. I am an incredible mother. Okay, where's the father? My children are well taken care of, happy, and healthy. I put my children before anything and anyone, including the father. Yes, I am a mother of 4. I work my goddamn ass off every day to provide a home, electricity, food, clothes, and everyday needs for 4 children and myself. I kiss my kids every night, and tell them how much I love them multiple times a day. If you don't like how I parent or discipline or have an opinion about mine or my children's life, you can kindly back off. I don't care what you think, take a seat. We are good. Don't need any of you in all reality. Haven't asked a single person for a damn thing because we don't need it. Again, take a seat. Boy, I guess aside from government assistance, she needs nothing. Let me get this. January 15th. I've been in a little funk lately, not really sure where my head's at. I'm just focusing on being alive, raising my kids and making money, living life by the day, taking a time out from the drinking and bar scene for a while. Wait, at 29, you're a single mother of 4, and now you're going to take a time out from the drinking and bar scene. Lord knows, and by the way, she's religious. Lord knows I love music and love dancing. I just need to take a step back and get my head right real quick. Put the bottle down and handle my business. Not good, not good. Here's a passive-aggressive message to her, not husband, she is single, to the black father of her children. If you don't see the value of having me by your side, I won't convince you. Woman power. Here's one. She updated, I guess she shared this one. Everybody in bed with their boo. There's that. And I'm just like that. So she alone. Then you can't give people all of you nowadays. And then a picture of this black guy, gangster with tattoos. I don't know what the fuck. Because when they leave, you'll have nothing. Okay, so he left and she has nothing. Aside from 4 kids. And then we have, she's a believer in astrology. She's a Scorpio. And she says, being independent is important too. Absolutely on point. Yeah, she's Miss Independent. I'm sure she listens to Beyonce on that. Meh, effing meh. I think I've come to the point in my life, just don't give a damn about anything. I have zero emotion anymore. Not any. Just living life right now with no cusses to give. No cusses? So that's her religious side. She's got the black side, which, no fucks to give would be the sentiment if you're hip-hop. But she decided to say no cusses to give. An interesting blend, a horrible blend, actually. Yesterday doesn't mean a thing. Today doesn't mean a thing. Tomorrow, I won't care either. Okay, I will mention now, she wrote in another post that she is depressed. Clinically depressed. She has a bunch of shit. She was like, I have anxiety. I got PTSD. She had, she's basically mentally ill. Just trying to get this paper. Nice. And do what I got to do to live. I used to think life was about so much more. Life is about surviving just to turn around and die. Survival of the fittest. Get your mind right, folks. Is that crazy? Fucking crazy. So somebody comes in and says, a woman trying to nurture, baby, you're in the fire and you'll come out a diamond. It's all for a reason. Keep the faith. So religious insanity, just a platitude, worthless. Worthless. Cassandra Merlin comes back. That's the mom. With, truthfully, I feel bad for anyone that steps in my zone. I'm just cold as fuck right now. Again, AF, because, religion and all. God's watching. I've been through way too much. Misspelled too, uneducated. I been through. So that's butchered grammar, but she's been speaking to a lot of black people. been through. Way too much to give a damn about anything anymore. I've been through worse, and guess what? LOL, I'm still here, grinding my kids. Grinding my kids. Well, we should call child services. What is it, the end of Fargo? With a wood chipper? I'm grinding my kids. Nigga, you're supposed to. I take care of my kids. Please. She's grinding her kids, still smiling. So I'm steady hustling. I'm steady hustling, grinding my kids. I'm steady hustling. Hey, Mom, what are you doing? Oh, not much. Steady hustling, grinding my kids. Really? Yeah, but I'm cold as a fuck right now. I can tell you that. It gets even worse. She's really hip-hop right now. Here we go. Still grinding my kids, still smiling. So I'm steady hustling and worrying about myself. Ride or die. If people want to ride with me, I got mad room. But I will never let anyone get it twisted again. I can ride solo or with a tag along. But get in my way and I will eject your seat right quick. 'Cause I don't want no scrubs. I got time for that. Got no time for people trying to find their keys. My shit's pushed to start. What? My shit's pushed to start. And I'm out this bitch. My shifts? What does that mean, my shit's pushed? I'll push your shit in, milady. My shit's pushed to start and I'm out this bitch. Okay, translation, please. Here we go. August 19th. Well, this is the 4th time in a row I've been awake to watch the sunrise. Whatever happened to the pictures? Where were we? What was the... Yeah, where did he... Where he at? Where he at? You push your shit in? Well, it's the 4th time in a row I've been awake to watch the sunrise. My anxiety is at its peak at night. What I would give to be able to relax, breathe, feel safe and secure, and just fall asleep. Well, on the plus side, I can't ever complain about not having alone time, LOL. And there it is. It's awful. It's literally breaking me down. I feel like a legit zombie. Can't walk straight or anything. And on top of that, it could be a byproduct of having your shit pushed in. And on top of that, crap. I've had a fever for the few days for other reasons. Sorry you didn't get much rest either. Okay. Here's a retweet on Macklemore saying, suicide is stupid. A little pushback on, don't blame people who want to commit suicide. You want to know what is stupid? Hurting someone so much emotionally that they think suicide is the only answer. So, again, passive-aggressive, her mental illness and her depression is somebody else's fault. Suicide is not that stupid when you consider the emotional pain she's in. I mean, just fucking madness. Hey, Mom, could you grind your kids a little more than that? Fucking hell. Terrible. Here's a post. Toxic relationships are dangerous to your health. They will literally kill you. Ominous talk from Mom. Stress shortens your lifespan. Again, Mom, could you stop talking about the secession of your life? Even a broken heart can kill you. Okay, that's 3 sentences in a row. A broken heart can kill you. Great. Morbid. What the fuck? Take these kids away from her. There is an undeniable mind-body connection. Oh, woo-woo. Your arguments and hateful talk can land you in the emergency room or in the morgue. Great, Mom. You were not meant to maybe pick up the bottle and hit the clubs up again. And let's crank out kid number 5, 6, and 7, shall we? You were not meant to live in a fever of anxiety, screaming yourself hoarse in a frenzy of dreadful, panicked fight or flight that leaves you exhausted and numb with grief. You were not meant to live like animals, tearing one another to shreds. Don't turn your hair gray. Don't carve a roadmap of pain into the sweet wrinkles of your face. Don't lay... Oh my God, she's so emo. Don't lay in the quiet with your heart pounding like a trapped, frightened creature. For your own precious and beautiful life, and for those around you, seek help or get out before it's too late. This is your wake-up call. That was very alarming. Here's her black child, who is the blackest of the bunch. And had a great time at work. Felt nice to not think about my personal life. I smiled so much. Coming home is harder than I thought. I'm just so lonely, and my body craves attention. My body craves attention? Ooh, call me. I hope he really know how much I love him. I hope he really know. Again, speaking directly to the black man who would not conjugate this sentence in any different than the way she did. I hope he really know. I hope he does see that I am willing to do my part and work on what I need to work on. I just want him to be a better, happier, healthier me. Oh, I want him to see. So she's taken some blame in the breakup of their relationship. I know it takes time, but life is so short. If he truly loves me, he will see who I am, who I was, and why he chose me to begin with. I put all my faith in myself through God. I am worthy. Okay, scary. And the Bible says, love never fails, so if it fails, it wasn't love. Well, this is that a black man with a white woman? Okay, so Corinthians, this doesn't, I guess she's saying, look, he didn't come back. So a couple of days had passed, and maybe it wasn't love. So sad times. Well, I think she's moved on with her life, because once you go black, sometimes you go back. Because this seems to be the new beau in her life. He is neck tatted, so there's that. Here he is with his tongue out, and she's taking a picture that looks pre-coital, perhaps. And looks like the next batch of kids are going to be lighter skinned and complexion. And here he is again. Adidas. there it is. And she seems to be happy again, so she's got a man. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a white, mighty white man. Yes, he is. Incredible. Incredibly, that's the story of the mother of this kid who, quote, hanged him, got hung. This kid, this black kid who got hung because racism. And she will be suing somebody, I don't know who, trying to get justice, trying to get that dollar. Because, as you know, she's all about that grinding for her kids, all about making that money. She says it constantly in her Facebook, constant. So it's fucking madness. So, that is the real story of this woman. You will not get that anywhere else. But the more you know. Yeah, grindy. Aren't all black kids hung? At some point in their life, usually, yeah. Jeff Holiday nose ring. Jesus. Okay, so let's go back to the video. And, God, I haven't even started on this shit. Gotta edit this audio. I'll do it in phases. So.
The family of an 8-year-old who was allegedly lynched.
The family. And by family, she means the grandmother, the uncle, and the white mother, not the black father.
By white teenagers have released images of the 8-year-old. Now, his identity is protected, so we are not going to share his identity, but...
Fuck no, it's not. She posts this on her public Facebook. She's proud about it. Go check her out yourself.
We are going to show you the photo.
Okay, so I can...
An 8-year-old was lynched? That's the story? My skeptical spidey senses are tingling. I smell bullshit. How is someone allegedly lynched? Lynching doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen to 8-year-olds. This seems like an exaggeration. Let's investigate. Here's the thumbnail. Take a look at this. Right next to PewDiePie is a monster because he used the N-word. We have white teens lynch biracial 8-year-old boy. Well, is he dead? No, he's not dead. Therefore, he was not lynched. They used the word lynch intentionally to shock you, to make you upset. The Young Turks are, now I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to tell you what their agenda is. They are trying to start a race war. We have a brown and an olive inflaming racial tension in our country. Why don't we form a coalition of black and white people who are against the promotion of race war? How about that? You know what Anna and Gank remind me of? These two immigrant crows. Look at them pestering the...
If you haven't seen this crow video, it's amazing.
This white cat. Let's biracial. During this white cat. Let's biracial cat, but you get the idea. He'll represent the white people of this country. And they are kind of antagonizing him. Kind of poking at his ass. Saying, hey, fuck you. Hey, what's up? They almost want to inflame him. And what do we have here? Oh, a black cat. What? We have a white cat and a black cat? And these two crows want violence. And the white cat's looking at him going, what's your fucking problem? The black cat's like, oh, you want to talk shit? You lynching 8-year-olds? Really? That's how it's going? Oh, your police think you can kill us, huh? Oh, so your grandfather's grandfather may or may not have owned my grandfather's grandfather. Oh, okay, you want to fight? Yeah, great point, crow. And look at Anna and Gank enjoying it, profiting off of it. Yes. Flap your brown wings, Gank. There you go, Anna. Scream and shout and shriek and say, fuck. You hook-nosed chola bitch. And look at this. The black and the whites, they just are at each other's throat. Speaking of at people's throat, what was going on with that black kid or biracial kid? Well, we know he's biracial because it says so in the title. I mean, there were white teens. They weren't just regular teens. They were white teens. And they lynched. Well, I mean, the kid's fine. It is a small abrasion to the neck. Oh, are we against it? Yeah. Terrible. Kids will be kids, roughhousing, bullying. They got violent and they probably should be punished for that. And will be. But maybe we can extend this. Maybe we can fan the flame of this event and turn it into whites versus blacks. To use the word lynch in this title implies that somebody was killed. Nobody was killed. In fact, we don't even know what the other side of the story is. We have one account of what happened there from, wait for it, the 8-year-old biracial boy. And then Raw Story took that and wrote an entire article about it, saying, oh, white teenagers are now lynching black boys. And everybody ran with it, and everybody extrapolated off of it, and everybody fueled the race war.
The family of an 8-year-old who the photo of the injuries that he sustained as a result of these teenagers putting a noose around his neck and pushing him off a table. It is a graphic image. I want to warn you guys before I show you.
Oh, you're definitely going to show us the photo, because what's the point of that? I mean, that is just race hustle. Race hustling porn, basically. Show us a close-up of the neck injuries of some random biracial kid. If you were trying to start a race war, could you do a better job of it? Could it be done? Could it be done? At this point of the video, I'm going to mention to you that white on black violence is a very rare thing and is outnumbered many times over by black on white violence. For example, when it comes to aggravated assault, the rate for blacks is 200 times higher against whites than it is for whites against blacks. So if there's an aggravated assault between the races, it happens 200 times more. The rate is 200 times higher for blacks on whites, for black on white. So that's the world we're living in, but they have highlighted one random case that we know next to nothing about, and they're showing you the wound, and they're labeling the races involved. And is anybody confused about what their agenda is? The races.
Okay. And we're going to call that Crow 3. And we move forward.
Let's take a quick look.
Okay, he survived. They hung him.
Was their intention to kill? What was going on? What happened? Do we know anything? No, we know nothing. They hung him. What a fuck. What a maniacal fuck this man is. What a maniacal fuck this man is. Hey, Anna. Thanks for being serious and taking that serious tone. You guys found the story that is, oh my God, this is too much. Crosses the line. You gonna tell us that hanging people is bad now?
But he didn't die.
He didn't die, yes. Luckily, he survived, but he had to be airlifted to a hospital.
A hospital that was run, operated, and built by white people. In a country that was run, operated, and built by white people. Just adding that context, since you do like to racialize everything. So yeah, just interesting.
To undergo an immediate emergency procedure to ensure that he wouldn't die. Now, according to the victim's grandmother, he was playing with a group of children and teens when they began to taunt him with racist epithets and throw sticks and rocks at him.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but nooses will never hang me.
Oh, and he's biracial after all. So you're worried about his. So it's just another white kid getting picked on at school. Does this happen elsewhere in the country? Is this a new thing? Kids beat up on another kid? Is anybody in acceptance of this? Is there, what is the issue here? Are the Young Turks concerned that this is the new standard policy in schools? Or that people are in favor of this behavior? Let me ask you a question. Is anybody regulating your exaggerated your insanely exaggerated reaction to this? You take a story like this, you choose it out of millions of stories, you choose this. What didn't you choose? What could you have also done a story on and used your massive platform to shine some attention on? I'll tell you one story. You know, this lynching was bad. Probably going to take some Neosporin and a Band-Aid to fix this kid up, to fix this kid up. You know what's worse than the, quote, lynching, than the rope play, than the rope play that happened here? Murder. Murder is a little bit more severe. Not just regular murder, murder with a racist motivation. We call those hate crimes. Yeah. In the last couple months, there have been a couple incidents that you seemed to have missed, Young Turks, seem to have missed. Here's one. Are you telling me...
Cut it there. This is going to take a fucking long time. But it's what I do. It's who I am. So, I believe... Where is it?
Here to let you know that we have made an arrest in the Indian Creek Trail homicides. The suspect is 22-year-old Frederick D. Scott of Kansas City, Missouri. Jackson County Prosecutor Gene Peters Baker will be elaborating on the charges shortly. But first, on behalf of the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, I'd like to extend our condolences to the loved ones of the men who have lost their lives. We have worked diligently to bring the person responsible for these crimes to prosecution.
I'm announcing today charges against a single suspect in 2 fatal shootings about a year apart. These homicides were in the vicinity of a very popular trail in South Kansas City. The defendant in the 2 homicides we are announcing today is also a suspect in other homicides in that area. I am accusing the defendant, Frederick D. Scott, age 23 of Kansas City, in the murders of Stephen Gibbons, age 57, who was shot August 13, 2017, in the area of 67th Street and Troost. And I'm also charging for the murder of John Palmer, age 56, who was shot on Indian Creek Trail in the area of 99th and Holmes on August 19th, 2016. In each case, our defendant is charged with murder in the first degree and armed criminal action. He is being held in the Jackson County Detention Center. On August 13th, 2017, officers were dispatched on a homicide in the 1100 block of East 67th Street. Surveillance video showed our victim, Stephen Gibbons, on an ATA bus. A man exits that bus with him and is seen following him, getting closer and closer. The man following the victim is carrying and drinking from a bottle, and the camera pans away at the time of the homicide. DNA from a screw top bottle found at Gibbons' homicide scene matched the DNA found on a shirt also at the Palmer homicide scene. DNA from a cigarette that Scott was smoking was also matched from that bottle. KC PD detectives recovered that cigarette after Scott identified himself to police. Now, no charges have been filed in 3 other homicides. The defendant remains a suspect in those homicides, which are under a very, very active investigation. But at this moment, there's insufficient evidence to charge Scott in those cases. I want to beg for the public's help. We're asking for this community to step forward with any information about our defendant, any suspicious activity in the areas of these fatal shootings. We are especially interested in his acquisition, his use and disposal of guns and ammunition.
Are you telling me that this man is a mass murderer, a racist mass murderer that they just caught? Frederick Scott. He killed 5 white men because they were white. And the young... Well, that seems like a major story. This shit just happened. They just caught this guy.
I thought they did catch him out. Maybe they didn't. Frederick.
We brought you here to let you know that we police department
Announcing the camera pans away at the time of the... I want to end it.
22-year-old man suspected of shooting 5 middle-aged white men since last year, including 4 on South Kansas City walking trails, threatened in 2014 to shoot up a school and kill all white people, according to court records. Frederick Damon Scott, who was charged Tuesday in 2 killings, named as a suspect in 3 more, made those statements in January 2014. Scott's mother said in an interview with the Star that he refused to get treatment for his paranoid schizophrenia, but did not show any hatred towards white people, aside from killing 5 of them. Scott was cited in Kansas City Municipal Court in 2013 for assault on his mother, accused of shoving her several times. As far as I know, Frederick never had a problem with white people. Well, Mom, I think you've lost control of Frederick, but well done. And where's Dad? Where's the Dad comment? Right. I forgot for a second. Anyway.
Just caught this guy. Let's go on over to the Young Turks. And let's type in Frederick Scott. And let's see how many... What the fuck? The channel has no content that matched Frederick Scott. Really? Really? You're not going to show us close-ups of the dead white bodies? Show us the blood. And name that video Black Serial Killer, Racist Black Serial Killer hunts down and murders 5 white men. Why is that video not up? Why is that title not up? You fucking bitches. You fucking racist cunts. You fucking racist cunts. How dare you? Who dares to boo their own chieftain? And yes, it is child's knowledge to see through all this. I mean, just a little bit of knowledge, just to makes the medicine.
Jesus, sing.
Just a little bit of knowledge. Just a little bit of knowledge unlocks this obvious propaganda. This obvious promotion of a race war. Then we have a story from April. Then we have a story from April this year. It says hate crime is suspect. It says hate crime is. It says hate crime is suspected after a gunman kills three white men in downtown Fresno. Corey Ali Muhammad told his family there was a war going on between blacks and whites in America. Huh, was he a TYT fan? On social media, he referred to white people as devils. Earlier this year, he released a rap album complete with violent, explicit, racially charged lyrics, including referring to himself in one song as a black soldier. On Tuesday morning, police say Muhammad stalked the streets of downtown Fresno, fatally shooting 3 white men with a .357 revolver. Before surrendering to police, he allegedly shouted Allahu Akbar and expressed hatred toward white people and the government, according to Fresno Police Chief Jerry Dyer. Well, you know, if this was a white guy, if this was a white man who called black people devils and said he was a white soldier and killed 3 black men and then yelled praise be to Jesus, do you think the Young Turks would cover that? Imagine what would that thumbnail be looking like? What would that thumbnail be looking like? Let's take a look. Corey Ali Muhammad. Let's type that puppy in. Corey Ali Muhammad. Oh, surely you jest. Nothing? Young Turks, you passed on that? A story from Fresno, a couple hours away from where you are, in California. Another mass murderer, black guy killing white men. No coverage. None. No, none. Oh, biracial kid gets his neck. Biracial kid gets a rope burn. And it's World War III, fuck the whites. Unbefucking-leavable. Hey, Gank and Anna, we see through you. The secret is out. You know, it was a nice thing. You make a bunch of money. You make a bunch of money. You got a lot of views. You thought, look, we have no credentials. We're just amateur people with amateur ideas, amateur brains. Let's just keep talking, and maybe we can find an angle where we can promote something, inflame something, generate emotions within an audience, make people feel good about themselves, better than other people. Let's ride that money train. Nobody will see through this. Well, there's a UCLA graduate who left LA, now lives in Germany, and he saw through it. So, you know, go Bruins.
Now, I want to note that there were no adults present. We have no adult witnesses. We just have the account of this 8-year-old.
Which you buy completely hook, line, and sinker and do not question at all. So nothing from the other side of this. Nothing from the other side of this. From the other side of this. Nothing from the other side of this. Nothing from the police on this. Nothing from the police. Nothing from the investigation on these events. On this event. No, just the testimony of the proposed victim. The proposed victim. Wonder if there'll be a civil case in this. Wonder if grandma wants a hookup. How many millions do you think they're going to ask for? And beat that, oh, poor blacks drum.
Someone stood on a picnic table and the group wrapped a rope around a nearby tire swing around the boy's throat, then kicked him off the table. The victim swung back and forth 3 times before he was able to free himself. None of the teens came to his aid.
So you're telling me that a picnic table, how tall do you think this 8-year-old is? How tall? How tall do you think a picnic table is? Was this a picnic table for giraffes? So they hung a man. 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 They hung a man. So they hung a man off a picnic table. Is that what? You can't lynch somebody off a table. Have you ever played the game Hangman? You know you have to draw the friggin' wood beam that it's got to go up high. There's a reason they used to use trees, not stools. My Lord. There's no shame. They have no shame whatsoever.
Come to find out, it was a tire swing. They don't mention that in their video. I did research after the fact. It was a tire swing that they're probably just horsing around. The 14-year-old, and I talk about this later, the 14-year-old said it was an accident. It was an accident. So one part of the story is it was an accident. And also in one of the articles it says it's not clear whether or not that little boy, the 8-year-old in question, voluntarily put the rope around his neck. Voluntarily put himself, like they're swinging on the rope, taking turns. So it could have been that. It could have been voluntarily putting the rope. It could have been an accident. Or it could have been white racist children lynching a black biracial kid. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, but agendas come in. Mama has an agenda. Mama's alone. Mama has mental illness. Mama needs money. Mama works 2 jobs. So just so you know, and I mentioned this in my audio, if it was voluntary, there's no money for Mama. If it was an accident, there's no money for Mama. If it was a racist hate crime, there's money for Mama. So a lot of money. So what do you think she's going to be inclined to say? Hey, little Billy, are you sure they weren't calling you the N-word? Were they? Did they put the rope around your neck? Really? Come on, Billy, get this right. Get this story right. Mama wants some new nails. Fucking absurd.
So,
I will put this in here.
A couple things that they didn't mention. In their coverage, which I'm looking at now. The uncle of this kid who was, quote, hung, posted the following on his Facebook. He said, "When my sister calls me, when something is wrong, I feel it in my bones before ever picking up the phone. Tonight I was spot on. My
fucking background noise, it makes me sick. I'm going to the guy today. I'm going to get my goddamn fan cleaned up.
Nephew was hung from a tree by a 14-year-old who claims it was an accident. I don't care what kind of excuse this teenager has, but you do not play with someone's life. Well, you do if it's an accident." And further details, it was a tire swing. A tire swing. So the rope was attached to a tire, which was attached to a tree. It was not a noose. It was a child's play toy that they messed around with. And the other side of the story is it was an accident. Here's some additional information. Another article, they mentioned this point. It's not clear if the child voluntarily put the rope around his neck or if it was forced. Are you saying that the kid is called an it? I know biracial kids are different, but it? Jesus. Okay, so he could have voluntarily done it. or it could have been an accident, or the 14-year-old was Hitler. It's one of those things. One of those things. A couple things that they didn't. Oh, and keep in mind. As swung. It's one of those things. Oh, and keep in mind as the lawsuits come in, that if it was an accident or if he voluntarily did it himself, you don't get millions of dollars. Just so you're aware of how those dynamics are going to play out.
Crow 11.
Or 3 times before he was able. 3 times before his throat, then kicked him off the table. The victim swung back and forth 3 times before he was able to free himself. None of the teens came to his aid.
Swung back and forth. How? How is this being done? Is he a midget? Is this a biracial midget? I am definitely calling bullshit. I am definitely calling bullshit on this. But yeah, please promote it. Tell me about the history of lynching in this country. Fucking horrible.
So, I mean, the teens came to.
Yeah. Yeah, Anna, just tell us about white people. Oh, Anna, would you do that? Anna, are you above all this? Are you in favor of lynching 8-year-olds? Shit. What a worthless skank this fucking Chola Hud. Fucking hook-nosed skank this fucking hook-nosed Chola is. What a worthless skank this bitch is. This Chola is.
I don't know what to say. This is a freaking devastating story. And then, you know, we have a statement from the police chief, which
makes it way, way worse.
Yeah.
Okay. I read the headline of this story and I thought, well, look, wait a minute. Now, his injury looks terrible, but we need more context here. Was it friends and they were goofing around? I remember there was a rope near a lake by our house, and who knows, maybe you goofing around, you get caught in the wrong way, right? Are they friends?
You didn't get any more context. You literally read that Raw report. You literally.
Oh my God, I fucked that up a million times.
You just read the article from Raw Story. That's it. You mirrored it. I mean, look at the Raw report. Raw Story says. I mean, look at the Raw Story says these people need to be. Look at the Raw Story. Raw Story says these people need to be protected is the quote, and we're about to get to that. Watch this. Police won't release info on lynching of 8-year-old biracial boy. So this is the so this starts this shit. Some regressive bitch named David Ferguson decides to write this report and frame it in this way. The Young Turks then mirror that and add to it. Watch.
Are they not friends? And how do the authorities react? Do they take it seriously? Do they not take it seriously? We'll get to that in a second.
Oh yeah.
And when you.
Oh yeah, we will, fat boy.
Hear the details. No, it's worse than I imagined. So, look, kids have complicated relationships. I remember I used to get into fights with some older kids in the neighborhood, and then we'd coexist. We'd
Anna is
be on the bus, and even sometimes might have not a
Jake,
friendly.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. Okay, no, I don't care what excuse anyone makes, and I know you're not trying to make an excuse. I know I just interrupted you in the middle of your thought.
Oh, Anna is anti-lynching, everybody. There's no excuses to be had. No, there's no context. Fuck these kids. Throw them in jail. Set fire to them. Just put a bullet in their brain. I'm against lynching. I'm Anna Kasparian, goddammit.
But I just have to get this out. These are teenagers, 14 and older. We don't know their identities because they're minors, and the police do not release the identities of minors who are involved in an alleged crime.
And
but
here comes Anna.
A teenager knows that.
And here comes Anna yelling. Here she comes. Yeah, Anna. Yeah, Anna, yell at us like we're those teenagers. Yell at us.
That you don't put a noose around anyone's neck and then push them off the table. Around anyone's neck, push them off the.
Speaking of necks, your neck seems to be aging rather poorly. Got a lot of striations in that bitch. It's a life lived, filled with rage and scorn. You got no laugh lines, Anna. You got neck rage.
Push them off the table, okay? That is attempted murder.
Well, apparently Anna has zero skepticism about this, and she's done. She heard the story from the 8-year-old, and yep, the context is all there. Yep, Anna knows everything. She knows what happened. It wasn't roughhousing. It wasn't playing. It was just like a mini version of the Klan. I think they were just racist 14-year-olds. It's got to be. I mean, there's a black person involved, so it's got to be racism somehow. Yeah, Anna, just amazing. Attempted murder. Great.
Murder, murder, murder.
That is not what you do. And they didn't come to his aid. He could have easily died. They were throwing epithets in his direction. Racial epithets in his direction.
Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. So the bad words, that makes it a hate crime. I mean, they were trying to kill him. I mean, did we ask them? Have we asked any questions? Do we know anything about this? No. But that air of objectivity, the pretend, that make-believe, the pretend air of objectivity, that make-believe game these people play, like we're kind of like the news because we have a desk and we have graphics. That's out the window. And now it's just Anna shrieking at us.
His way prior to putting that noose around his neck. They know what a noose means.
It's not a noose, you motherfucking idiot.
The noose was a symbol. Oh, what do we got? Jordan Peterson in here? Yeah, it wasn't just a literal noose. It was a symbol of oppression of black people. Fuck off.
They know what that rope meant. I'm not making any excuses for them. I'm not buying into anyone's excuses for them. This is an 8-year-old biracial child. Biracial excuses for them. This is an 8-year-old biracial child.
Biracial child, not just a child, a biracial child. Does that not register with you at all? I mean, dude, his parents are, did I just say his parents? But okay, let me just translate. Biracial child, that doesn't mean black woman, white father. Okay, that's not what that, no. It means black father, white mother.
And this is before I researched it.
And it means black father no more, is not anywhere to be seen, which is why we're getting quotes from the grandmother, quotes from the grandmother. How much you want to bet that's the case? How much you want to bet that's the case?
Crow 23.
Huh?
What am I laughing at?
Okay.
Okay, so let me go to the police chief's quote on it, and then I'll finish my thought. Mark Chase, Claremont police chief, said, "These people need to be protected." Not the kid who was hung. He's referring to the kids who hung him. He said, mistakes they make as a young child should not have to follow them for the rest of their life.
Yes, Genk. Yes. This is a prime example of cherry picking. So they're just so incurious. They're just so incurious to find out, to learn about the truth. They don't care. They select one quote from the police chief. And the guy says, these people need to be protected. Yes. Because he's concerned about all parties involved. Also, he's legally bound to not talk about the case. So there's that, because there's minors involved and it's an ongoing investigation. So he can't just come out and shoot the shit. Oh, but Cenk is upset that this guy is concerned about the alleged perpetrators. Alleged. We don't even know what the fuck happened. As if he's not concerned about the victim. As if this police chief, who's got to be white, I mean, right? It wouldn't make sense if he was a black police chief. Got to be white, got to be part of the racist conspiracy. He's not concerned about the biracial kid. And forget the fact that 50% of the kid is white. It's weird. Just let's pretend he's black. Makes it easier. Right, so if you cherry pick a sentence where he's talking about protecting all parties involved from being smeared, so you can't just be like, hey, Billy down on Billy who lives over at Billy who lives over on a little Billy who like, hey, Billy, a little Billy who lives over, just be like, hey, a little Billy who lives over on Elm Street tried to lynch a dude. Here's his full name, here's his picture. Yeah, that's not the policy of the police based off an alleged crime. But does that mean that the police chief is not concerned about the victim? Did they not send the victim to the hospital? Did they not take his testimony? Are they not prosecuting? Are they not investigating this? Of course they are. If the interviewer asked a question, are you concerned about the little boy who had the rope tied around? He'd say, yes. Yes, I'm concerned. We're doing everything we can. Yes, I'm concerned. Yes, I'm concerned. Yes, I'm concerned. We're doing everything we can do to take action. We're doing everything we can do to we're doing everything we can do to figure out what happened, medically assist the young boy, and bring to justice anybody who needs to be brought to justice. That's what he would say. But Cenk doesn't give him that. No. He assumes the worst because he's insane and because he's a race baiter. He wants you to be mad at the boogeyman police chief. Oh, in fact, he'll call them by name. And he says, he's a fucking cop. He's a fucking cop. And by the way, the Young Turks edit it out. They mute him saying fuck. Oh, he said it in the live stream. I'll show you the live version so you can feel the punch, the anger, the fuck the cops and fuck those whites.
Okay, so now I set all that up in terms of how it could have gone, but it didn't go that way. This case is absolutely clear. Anna's right. So look, we don't need to.
The case is absolutely clear based off what the 8-year-old's testimony. What? No, Jenk, oh God. Oh, it's clear. He wants it to be clear. Oh, I read it in Raw Story. They ran the headline. I've seen the picture. What more must be said? And by the way, while he flaps his fat mouth, please listen to the deafening silence on the two black racist mass murderers that he's not covering right now.
Make it personal, and I hope in order for you to empathize, but I'm going to because it affects me.
We must empathize. Is this, this is the joint empathy session portion of this? Oh, and you're going to tell us that you have a kid, and if it was your kid, you'd be super mad. Yeah, and we're just callous as fuck. We don't care about little boys getting hurt. Fuck, this is so disgraceful.
I have a 7-year-old biracial son.
Who cares? And his name is Prometheus Maximus. That's the kind of cunt you are. Child services should be called in. Child services should be called in based on what you named that shit.
Now he happens to be half Chinese.
Oh, well, he's not just a regular kid. I mean, I see regular little blonde kids out here in Germany, but there's nothing special about them. They're just little blonde children. They're not biracial. That's fun. That's different. Better, almost, I want to say.
But, the Steve Bannons of the world don't like Chinese people either.
Yeah, there's a fuck whites. Steve Bannon. He's white. He's a racist. Fuck whites.
Furthermore, it's much worse than that. This is in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. A lot of white people up there. I mean, fuck whites. Yeah,
I've got a godson who's black. Who's right around this.
Oh man, you have a black godson? How cool are you? Well, I have an Aboriginal pen pal, so why don't you suck my dick? Oh, and he lives in New Hampshire? Oh my God, this strikes so close to home, gang. Tell us how you feel. Give us that empathy porn. Come on, this is your Oscar clip, baby.
Who lives in New Hampshire, who's right around this age. Some 14-year-olds who don't know.
Do you like how he just got hung from a tree?
Him? Hang him from a tree?
Do you like how he just got hung from a tree? What? Hello? Mic check. Ow. Okay, Jenk. Ba-da-ding-da-ding. Ba-da-ding-da-ding. Ba-da-ding-da-ding-da-ding-ding-da-ding. Okay, Jenk, it wasn't a tree, it was a picnic table. Getting hung, quote unquote, from a picnic table is almost as lethal as getting hung from a picnic basket. There is not a trend of white teenagers hanging black boys in New Hampshire. I am so sorry that's not true. I know if it were true, you'd be smiling ear to ear on the inside. On the outside, you'd be doing this whole song and dance about, oh my God, I am against them. I am against them. I am against. I am a God. I am against. God, I am God, I am against child murder. God, what basic bitches these fucks are.
and don't help him, goddamn right that's attempted murder.
No justice, no peace.
Look, if we don't have justice in this country, it's going to get to a really bad place where vigilante justice begins.
We don't have justice in this country.
No justice, no peace. You're almost justifying that. I mean, you're saying, look, there's no justice here. So without justice, I understand that vigilanteism is next. Now, he feels the need to give a throwaway virtue signal of, oh, but we're against violence. Oh, but yeah, no, we're against it. But we kind of understand it, and we kind of promote it.
We don't want that. We don't want that under any circumstance. But we don't want that under any circumstance. We don't want that under any circumstance. But
we don't want vigilante justice. Against whom, Jenk? The unnamed 14-year-olds who we don't even know their side of this. Don't even know their side of this story? Or just against white people? You did mention Steve Bannon. You did mention the white cop and implied he was racist. Every day of your life is spent calling white people racists and promoting a race war. So you don't want that violence, but you do everything in your power to make it happen. Including inspire cop killers.
you start hanging our kids. You start hanging our kids.
When you start hanging, who's you? Are you talking to the 14-year-old right now who didn't hang a kid? That guy? You're having a one-on-one with him, really? This is important. Do you think he's watching? Oh, he's not watching. So this is a show. You're performing something right now.
And then the cop,
Oh no, Young Turks, you can't censor that. We need to see the vitriol. Look at the fucking anger. Drops that F-bomb. Look at the anger in this. Look at the fucking anger. Look at the anger. Buffalo in this. Buffalo. Fat Brown. Not just a cop. Cops are our heroes, by the way. Cops are the people on the front line between civilization and anarchy. And they risk their lives, and they're brave as shit. And they're braver than us all. But for fuck the cop, he's a cop. For fuck the cop, he's a cop. He's a fucking cop. Okay? So while he's not promoting a race war, he's promoting the killing of cops. Literally inspiring people to do that. Gavin Long much? Hey, Gavin Long, if you weren't dead, you might be watching this. And you might be inspired to kill more cops.
says we got to protect the kids who did the hanging? Are you insane?
No, protect all kids involved. And he said, and I'm sure, and yeah, if you cherry pick his one quote and then imply, and then infer from that that's his only concern. I mean, how fucking dishonest could you be? Hey, Devin, give us a quote about, Hey, Devin, tell us something about yourself. Well, I like kittens. This fucking guy, Devin, said he liked kittens? So wait, not puppies. This man doesn't like puppies? Just didn't even mention puppies. Didn't even say the word. Well, did you ask him about puppies? No. Look, he says right here, I like kittens. What part of that? No puppies are mentioned. He said, I like it. That's what the quote was. Read the quote. It's his words.
Are you insane?
Are you fucking fat? You sweaty, rotund, hairy fuck? You sweaty, rotund, hairy bag of fecal matter? You sweaty, rotund, hairy bag fat? You sweaty, grotesque, bug-eyed sexual failure?
Now look, if you say, hey, look, man, come on, have some empathy for the 14-year-olds don't know what they're doing, and they're minors, and that's why we have the rules about minors don't get tried as adults. Then under no
yeah, man, I mean, this is the empathy portion of the segment where you just flex your empathy at us. So should we have empathy for the kids? Should we understand what happened? Should we not get hysterical about it or insane?
circumstances should another black kid in America ever be tried as an adult. Another be tried as an adult. Should another black ever be tried as an adult.
Save those blacks, Jen. Those blacks didn't do nothing. So, right, the gangsters, the straight up killers, super predator motherfuckers, killing people, and they are minors technically. Oh yeah, this shit starts early in the black community, and they're executing people, killing people. But we shouldn't think to try some of those people as adults. Oh, please. Context matters, details matter. You have got to be kidding me. This guy has catapulted from this story that he knows next to nothing about and says, don't try hardened black criminals. Don't try hardened black murderers and violent felons as adults if they're technically minors, so long as they're black, because Genk is gonna save those blacks. Oh, and I love how he didn't say that about white people. So yeah, the 17-year-old white guy who like starts killing who kills a bunch of people in a movie theater or whatever. Should we not try him as an adult, Genk? Should we not try him as an adult? Genk? Oh no, he's white. Let him burn. This is a black-white issue. Right, brown guy?
We can't black kid have two different systems of justice where you say, no, if it's a black kid, it's a super predator. Let's go throw the book at him. I don't care if he's 14 or 13 or 12.
They are super predators, and they're the ones killing black people. And there is no two systems of justice, you freak.
Let's try him as an adult, and let's put him in prison forever. But if it's a young white kid in the middle of New Hampshire, and three of them hang a black kid, and then leave him to die, and then leave him to die. And three of them hang a...
He's a black kid now. Biracial is black.
You see? So now here is the blatant racism. If it happens in New Hampshire, that's white up there. Gotta be racist. White cop, fucking racist. 14-year-old white kid, racist. Justice system, racist. He sees life in black and white. Doesn't understand, doesn't care about the details. And by the way, the details, that's the truth. That's the truth he doesn't care about.
And then I go, oh, poor innocent little mistake. No, people make mistakes when they're 14. Not like that. And then leave them to die. And then leave them to die.
Leave him to die. They left the kid to die. He could have bled out. He could have bled out. 2 Band-Aids. 2 Band-Aids fixed that kid. But yeah, left him to die.
You say, under no circumstances am I going to try white kids. And you say, under no circumstances am I going to try white kids.
Oh, what? Did you hear the anger in his? Did you hear the anger in his voice on that one? The white. They were white kids. The fucking cops. The white. You hear it?
As adults, well, then don't try anybody as adults if they're under 18. But you got to have the same thing. If you don't stop prosecuting black kids as adults, and you let them get away with this, no deal.
Unbefuckingly, he cannot let go of this. It's just black kids are the most innocent people in our country. Actually, they're the most criminally violent. Actually, black young people.
No deal. Attempted murder.
You're such a pushover. You're such a soft whale. You're such a soft pushover. You're such a pushover. God, you're such a soft whale. God, I would kick your ass if I ever knew you.
Because that's what it was. Try them as adults or never try anyone in the country again as an adult if they're under 18. Support independent in the country again.
Never do it. How dare you? Yet he prosecute that white kid for attempted murder. You know what? That wasn't the end of it. There's more to it. I saw the live stream of this. They cut a bit out. Now, you want to talk about a little veiled threat? Oh, Cenk, he held back. But he's talking race war. You want to see what he's... Watch what Cenk thinks about where we're going in this country based off awful racist stories like the one he just blew... Like the one he tried to just shove down your throat, all propaganda'd up.
Black, your life doesn't matter. Oh, my, we supposed to react.
Anyway. Leave him to die is tension in the country. People who did something like this.
Way. And do you really have the same rights as me? Let's make sure it doesn't haunt them. Yes! I don't know what's in his head. Same thing. If you don't stop prosecuting black kids as adults and you let them get away with this, no deal. Attempted murder. Because that's what it was. Try them as adults or never try anyone in the country again as an adult if they're under 18. But they're not going to, guys. We don't make this stuff up. Damn, if they make this stuff up.
See that? The video goes on. They cut it right there. Not for time, for content. Watch what else he said. We don't make this stuff up. Yes, you do. You cherry pick from literally millions of stories, Genk. You hand select this because of your racist agenda. And then you misconstrue it, paint it as something that it is not, and then get all hysterical and yell at us.
This is their actual reaction. Is this guy, the police chief, Mark Chase, a vicious racist? I don't know.
But you just mentioned that Mark Chase, a vicious racist, in the same sentence. Based off what? Based off what? Absolutely nothing. Oh, he figured out he was white. A police chief from New Hampshire? Yeah, he's a white guy. Yeah, he's a white guy. Yeah, he's a white guy. Is he a vicious racist? I mean, I don't know. I suspect. That's why I said it in the sentence.
I don't know what's in his head. I don't give a damn what's in his stupid heart.
He has a stupid heart. What? The police chief is stupid-hearted? What? Potential vicious racist, most likely. I mean, the accusation is out there now. It's like, hey, Genk, are you a child fucker? A vicious child fucker? Cenk Uygur? I mean, I don't know. I don't care what's in his stupid penis.
But are the results of his actions racially tinged with deep stereotypes and discrimination?
Stereotypes? What on earth are you talking about? Guy doing his job makes a simple point about protecting the identity, about protecting the minors involved until the facts are in, and he takes it as, oh my God, the man's racist. Takes it as, oh my God, the man's racist.
And discrimination. And discrimination. Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes!
Shut. Oh my God. Say that 5 times in a row. You are an, God, you are ugly.
The results of his act, deep stereotypes and discrimination. Yes! Yes! Deep stereotypes and discrimination. Yes! 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 Black kids. If out of state or in state, it doesn't matter. For young teenage black kids.
Oh, you reversed it? What? Oh, kind of like black kids? Oh, kind of like black. Oh, kind of like black people are 200 times. Are 200 times black people are 200 times or people are 200 times are like black people are 200 times more likely to attack a white than in reverse, kind of like that. Ooh, this is fun.
Hung a white kid from a rope. You think that Mark Chase and other cops wouldn't be talking about trying him as an adult?
They do the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing that they're doing now. But thanks for your general blanket assumption of racism, Cenk, based off literally nothing.
We wouldn't be talking about attempted murder. Well, for those black kids, they would have said, oh, it's just an innocent mistake. They were goofing around and they hung this poor white boy from the tree. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Let's just, let's just make sure it doesn't haunt them.
You see that? Did you see that? Is
the kid okay? Whatever, right?
You see that? Did you see that? Is the kid okay? Yeah, whatever. Brush it off. Where was that quote? He just made that up. I told you. This is like, hey, Devin, remember when you were like being all bigoted towards puppies? Huh? When? What? You said you like kittens. Yeah, but I say many things. You just chose to only focus on the one thing that I said, take it out of context, and then imply that I mean other things when I never said that. That's what he just did. So now this police chief that he's read one quote that was innocuous, just an innocent quote that meant nothing. And now he's a potential, and now that police chief is a vicious racist, has a stupid heart, and doesn't care about the victim. This is a newsman.
No. We're all Americans. And I know that a lot of people in this country have not internalized that. They think, no, I'm an American. And they don't necessarily even consciously think this, but their reaction is clear as day. White people are Americans. You're biracial, you're black, you're something else. I mean, do you really have the same rights as me?
Oh, a lot of people, are you talking about the whites, Cenk? Are you using coded language? Are you talking about the Koreans or the Jews? It's hard to figure out. Stay with your train of thought, Jesus.
Or something else. I mean, do you really have?
Really? Who's thinking that? What? Where did you get that from? From this story? What part of this story led to that? What part of anything leads to that? White people are the real Americans. Fuck the biracial. Right. Who was our president? Wasn't there a biracial president we had recently? Half orange, half anus? Oh no, the other one. Yeah, I guess, was he not a real American? Thanks for the thank you, Cenk, for the just random accusation of racism for all white people. Amazing.
Well, if we don't, we gotta know, because then that's trouble. The reality is we're all supposed to have the same rights and be protected in the same way. Same rights
and we do, Cenk, but disregard. And we do, Cenk, but disregard. Get that race war. Keep chasing that race war dollar, and
our kids are not protected.
Huh?
And that is a recipe for disaster.
What do you mean our kids are not protected? What? From what, white people? Again, the interracial violent stats do not favor you and your people of color. But yeah, keep looking at us like that.
Eight-year-old kid.
He was 8. Tamir Rice, 12. 8 years old, everybody. 8. Good Lord. Yeah, no white kids have ever been beaten up by blacks. No, it doesn't happen. Couldn't find a story like that. Why would you even search for that? Ignore it. If you ignore it, it never happened. Kind of like those 5 white people in Kansas City who were murdered by a racist black. That didn't happen. Or the 3 whites in Fresno murdered by a racist black. That didn't happen. By the way, just out of interest, the guy in Fresno, Corey Ali Mohammed, Facebook removed Corey Ali Mohammed's page after researchers found he was a Black Lives Matter member and fan of CNN, MSNBC, and TYT. So the guy who killed white people because fuck whites was a TYT fan. Just so you know.
They're asking for fucking trouble, man. I don't even want to talk about it, but
What? What? They're asking for fucking trouble, man. Look at the face of this pudgy, weak, of this pudgy, weak Goomba. Look at him. Who's asking for trouble? And for what? Cenk, who's asking for trouble? And for what? That sounds like a threat. They're asking for trouble. They're asking for trouble. He just railed against white people, accused random whites of being racist, all whites of being racist. Oh, we don't think of them as real citizens. Yeah, lynching, man. These whites have got to be stopped. I mean, vigilantism is kind of understandable now. They're asking for trouble. They cut this out of the video. You're seeing it. You're seeing it now.
I think the hardest part about this story is that
And he bit his tongue. And he bit his tongue because he was about to say what he really felt, which is that he understands the impulse and the movement to take violence against white people. He brought you to the brink of saying, you're asking for trouble and you deserve it. And it's coming for you. With the help of me and videos like this. That's what he's thinking.
we're talking about young people who did something like this. You know, we're talking about teenagers, and oftentimes when we're talking about race relations in the country and racial tension in the country, we think, okay, well, younger people know better. You know, they're raised in a better society where it's more integrated, and hopefully they don't learn the type of hatred that older generations have learned. But the fact that 14-year-olds did this, they just thought an 8-year-old's life was that worthless that they would tie a noose around his neck and just leave him to die is devastating.
And they got taught this.
Exactly. He bites his tongue again.
And not only by, I don't know what's going on at home, man.
It's just really, it's hard to stomach how much dark shit is out there. Anyway.
I fear what I'm gonna say next.
And Anna just, bleeding heart, like, oh my God, this is the worst. The sky is falling. These 14-year-olds are such racists. I mean, it's amazing. This is like fantasy. This is fan fiction. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. But they're playing this act, and they play off each other and their audience. So they all are in this together. This delusion of theirs brings them satisfaction. They've got to bump up the stakes to make their heroism appear more heroic. Man, I'm just crusading against the white evil supremacist lynchers out there. And only me, I'm the only one willing to condemn this 14-year-old. I mean, it's so mind-destroyingly stupid.
So, look, how much can people tolerate if you start hanging their kids? Can people tolerate?
There it is. How much can people tolerate? How much can people tolerate when you start hanging their kids? Okay. 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 Right, Jank. Jank wants that race war, don't he? Don't he? He wants it. Oh, he would be. Oh, he'd be yelling. Oh, he'd be yelling about it. He wants to see white people murdered and butchered. He doesn't like whites. Have you picked up on that yet? I think when I started doing TYT videos, some people, especially all you half-ass regressives out there, you thought, why is this guy talking about race? Like, talking about race war? In fact, Vadim Newquist tried to call me out when I was back in the day, a couple years ago, saying, I'm against race war. TYT's promoting a race war. Now, what do you call Vester Flanagan? What do you call Corey Ali Muhammad? What do you call Frederick? What do you call Frederick? What do you call Frederick Jones? Or whatever that black guy was killing people out there. They're killing people because they hate whites. And half these people watch TYT who hate whites. What do you call that? Of course it's a race war. And of course that's what they're promoting.
And what's the conversation you have with those other parents? What's the conversation you have with the cops? And then if you get angry, what do? They call you an angry black guy.
What? What are you talking about? If you get angry, they call you an angry black guy. Are you telling me that the only people mad about this? If kids put a rope around if children put a rope around a young boy and hurt him, inflicted violence upon him, you think only black people are mad at that? See, that's the racism again. What kind of fucking monsters do you think white people are? We're all upset that young boy got hurt, but yet we still want to know the truth, and yet we're still not going to be like, well, a white kid did it again, so fuck all the whites. Let's go get them. Well, maybe not me personally, but I do understand if you want to go get them because they got something coming. Oh, I don't even want to say it.
Are you fucking kidding me? How would you react if somebody hung your 8-year-old kid?
Ooh, if somebody hung my 8-year-old kid, I might go out and kill them, Jenk. Yeah, stoke it up, man. Now, they cut all this out, too. You didn't see this in the original video. You didn't see this in the original video. See this in the original video. But, oh, yeah, man, that's personal. They killed my kid? Oh, I'll kill them. Who killed my kid? Well, it was a white guy. Read the title. White person killed. So go get him. Go get him. Do what's right. How the fuck?
How the fuck would you react?
How the fuck would I react? I'd slap you upside your face, Jenk. That's how, if somebody killed my kid, I would go to your house and slap your face.
How are we supposed to react?
The only reaction, the only sensible reaction is violence. Anybody catching these dog whistles? They're kind of piercing.
No, the police chief's reaction is what put me so over the top.
Didn't chastise himself. No, just left it out there in the ether. Just, yeah, here's what you should do. Someone lynches your kid. This is a black and white thing, people. Forget the fact that it's a biracial kid. Forget the fact that we have no idea what happened in this situation. Whites are racist. You kind of should commit acts of violence against them. Makes perfect sense. I'm just gonna leave that out there. You take that there. You take that to mean whatever. To mean whatever. Fuck the cops. Cops are fuck the cops. Cops are brutalizing and murdering people. Take that as it. Gavin Long. Gavin Long, you do what you will with that. Fuck whites. Whites are racist. Corey Ali Muhammad, you do what you will with that. There you go. Just gifts. Here you are.
Are those 14-year-olds going to be okay? How about the kid who got hung? Jesus Christ, didn't you see the picture? But they don't.
Yeah, Jenk. How about those puppies?
Didn't you see the Didn't you see the picture?
You did, yeah, the picture. Show him the picture and then tell him, what if it was your kid that a white person hung? A white. The fucking whites.
See, this is where some people to the left of us say we're not naive.
There are people to the left of you. There.
Because we think it's the police training, we think it's this, we think it's that. And they say, no, guys. They believe in the stereotypes. They believe in the discrimination.
The police training? Oh yeah, we're into fuck the cops. All right, that 14-year-old, is he the cops? I don't. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah, it's all combined, right?
And they think that your life doesn't matter. Even the discrimination. And they think that your life doesn't matter.
Stereotypes are true, and everybody should discriminate based on the fact. Everybody should discriminate, and everybody should discriminate against the facts of life. And everybody should discriminate, yeah, by using the facts of life. So if you're out picking mushrooms in a forest, you should be worried that some mushrooms are poisonous. Oh, not all. No, oh, did I say all? Not all mushrooms. Oh no, some mushrooms you can have butter and garlic and oh, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go wild with those mushrooms, but it is slightly dangerous because some of them are poisonous. Now, if you're talking about going out and picking blueberries, none of those are poisonous. None of them. So the numbers do matter. And it's not stereotyping mushrooms to be aware that some of them are poisonous. A disproportionate rate when compared to blueberries. Disproportionate. You should discriminate. Stereotypes are true. Stereotypes are true.
And they think that your life doesn't matter. They think if you're black, your life doesn't matter. Life doesn't matter.
Who's they? What? Again, insulting beyond belief. Black people's lives matter, Jenk. How dare you suggest that we thought otherwise? And they, white, black, race, war.
I'm kind of amazing at this, I gotta say. Like, just witnessing my own greatness, it's like kind of scary, actually.
Oh my God, how are the feelings and the emotions of the people who hung you? That's what matters. That's why it's called Black Lives Matter. Lives Matter.
Eat shit. Yeah, you know who was part of Black Lives Matter? Corey Ali Muhammad, your fan who went out and killed white people. And that's why we hate Black Lives Matter.
because maybe we still don't get it. Like that cops across the country, not all of them, but a lot of them think, no, we shoot the black guys. We don't shoot the white guys, just like the guy in Georgia just said the other day.
Except for when we're shooting twice as many. Except for when we're shooting twice as many, we don't shoot the white guys. Yeah. Except for when we're shooting twice as many, we don't shoot the white guys. Yeah. Great. Amazing points. Constantly.
We don't shoot the white guys, just like the guy in Georgia just said the other day. Shoot the black guy. And then they do it. They do shoot the black guys.
Yeah, when they deserve it, yeah, they do get shot the fuck up. And why are we talking about the cops' action? It's the black person in question's action that leads to it. Good Lord.
And then if your kid is hung, they don't give a fuck about your kid. They don't give a fuck about your kid.
Huh? Huh? When your kid is hung, they don't give a fuck about your kid. You know, if you're a dog lover out there, and I mean, look at, you have a puppy. Look, guys like Devin Tracy, he doesn't give a fuck about your puppy. He doesn't give a fuck. Did you not hear what he said about kittens? Unreal.
They care about the feelings of the people or the kids who hung your kid. The kids who hung. This ends very, very fucking poorly if we don't fix this as a country and do it together. Very
Ends poorly. What does that mean, Jenk? Does that mean an army of whites are going to come and just kill all the blacks? I mean, we are so terrible. We are, we're outnumbered in interracial violence by 200 to 1, but yeah, and don't even bring up the rape stats. Jesus Christ. Or the murder stats. But yeah, we're villainous and it's going to end badly for us, right? So you're expecting a backlash of violence against whites. Well, just a newsflash, if that were to happen, guess what whites are going to do? Roll over and take it? No, we're going to fight back. Okay. I've said it before when I was in LA in the LA riots and black people were hitting up on whites. They were being violent. They were shooting firemen in the neck, white firemen. They were throwing bricks at Reginald Denny. I was in LA. And if they came into my neighborhood, which they wouldn't because there are no blacks in my neighborhood, because there were no blacks, because there were no blacks in my neighborhood aside from Lakers. I had a baseball bat and I was ready for them. So if you want to get all tough guy and promote this race war, it's going to end badly for them, Jenk, for them. Jenk, for them.
Look, and luckily minorities are nothing like some of the vicious people in the majority and in the right wing in this country.
Ah, right. The blacks are the good ones. They're the right. The blacks are the good. The blacks are the good people of the story. The people in the majority. The white people, amazing. The white people, amazingly subtle dog whistle there. Yeah. So basically, that sentence was: black people are the good ones. White people are the bad guys. Right. Gotcha.
I told you it was going to be long.
Because I don't know any minority who thinks that it's okay to hang a white kid. I don't know anybody like that. Any minority who thinks, I don't know, because because I don't know any minority who thinks that it's okay to hang a white kid.
Okay, Cenk, I don't know any white person that thinks it's okay to hang anybody. That's the world you live in. That's the sickness. That's the degree of sickness that has infiltrated your brain. Your stupid ass brown matter in that dome of yours. Fucking insane. Now you understand. Somebody cut this out of the video. They decided that this wasn't important enough or that it reflected badly on them. They reflect badly on themselves. Just let them talk. He actually thinks people think that. He actually thinks that's the way white people think. Just listen to it again.
Who thinks, oh, like that? Who thinks...
Cenk, can we just for a second attempt to broaden this out to a general policy about hanging children? Earlier you said we're all Americans, we're all humans. Why did you distinguish a white kid versus a black kid there? So the question you're intrigued by is it okay to hang a black kid versus is it okay to hang a white kid? And you don't think you're a race hustler? Holy fuck! Cenk, it's not okay to hang children, period. Oh, great, now I sound like Anna Kasparian. Hey, everybody at home. Hanging children is a bad thing. I'm against it. Virtue.
Oh, yeah, that's no big deal. But how about the emotions of the people who hung him? That doesn't exist. This instead is the shit we have to deal with. All right, let's take a break and come back and do other stories.
I hope I've brought shame, like the justified shame, the justified shame to the Young Turks. Even more. I mean, even more. I mean, it's not the first time I've done this. But this is particularly scandalous. So just know it, spread it, share it, shout it from the rooftops, shout it from the tops of picnic tables. Because if you're against the concept of having a race war in this country, you should be against the Young Turks.
Done. Done. Tell me your thoughts. Long one. It was a long one. It was indeed rather long. Black and white rape stats should be the last argument ever needed. Yes, it's statistically, white people rape 0 black women, something like that. And as a traitor to people, guys, I'm also against hanging children. I'm just better than that. Wow, Marino, you should run for office in Canada with that platform. Don't mention platform though, because you could hang somebody off a platform. I think sometimes they had trap doors and ropes. Was it a noose? Was it a hang? Was it a lynching? We're not clear. We have the report from an 8-year-old. Could have been an accident, but you never know. Love it long and deep. I believe that is a potential catfish. Amused. Don't know. She's anonymous. He's anonymous. She's transgender. Who knows? Lion's Heart Gaming. There he is. I wish this channel had more subs so I could quantify my appreciation for your video with a dollar amount. This guy is, I don't know if he won the lottery or something, but he is very generous and he's on my side. So I'm happy for that. I thank God for Lion's Heart Gaming and Ironheart Gaming. Cenk is a person of color. A piece of shit. Oh, sorry. A person of shit. I always feel like he's a fake and his bellicosity. Nice. Is a put on. What a dickhead. Yeah, it's all a show. I mean, the whole thing is like, attempted murder. What would you do if they killed your kid? I don't know any minorities who are in favor of killing or lynching people. What did he say? I mean, just so fucking obnoxious. That should be its own video. It should be its own video. Epic. TYT scum deserve to have their lies exposed. Genk is getting more and more brazen with his race war calls. Yeah, and they cut that out, but somebody in there is like, Genk, I appreciate your passion, but you were kind of blatantly calling for violence against whites. Glad you're drawing attention to this. Yeah, nobody's going to see this. It's going to be like an hour-long video. Somebody should cut it up. I need a producer. How are TYT's views been looking recently? Well, this one has like 250,000. So when you have a picture of a kid, a biracial kid's neck wound, and saying, hey, there's a lynching that just happened, I guarantee you it's not going to be anything. I guarantee you it's going to be just kids who are playing on a rope, and they're trying to push the envelope, and they're like, hey, like, just like wrap it around. And it was either a pure accident or the kid was trying to pull a maneuver himself and got hurt. And if it's roughhousing, the guys were not trying to kill the kid. If it was kids bullying a younger kid, it was not an attempted murder. It was an accident. Like, it went too far. We were fucking with a kid. Like, it's like they don't know what kids do or kids are like. It's weird. And by the way, in that Raw story, I didn't mention this, they have this bit about, here, I'll read it to you. It's fucking crazy. Look at this. Welcome to Donald Trump's America. Say what you want, but when the U.S. president defends avowed white supremacists, one can't be surprised when bullying takes on a decidedly racist tone, as it did with the 8-year-old biracial boy who was hung from a tree in the year 2017. The climate has been set. It's so insane. That is such craziness. Go look at Colin Flaherty videos and get back to me. Insane. Hi, Patreon, Devin. He should know. Well, I love that. I love that about you. It's my favorite thing about you, probably. No, I do appreciate it. I'm actually eating a pear right now, a dried pear, which essentially you paid for. So you put this pear in my mouth, and I would like to return the favor by putting something in your mouth, something that tastes good. I will shower. All right? So calm down. Devin, would you hump Anna with the glasses on? Yeah, I'm not really into it. I mean, the second you see her, like behind a desk, she looks like a normal-sized human, but, you know, I'd rather just airdrop me into Armenia and I'd fuck anybody. Like, I'd fuck the nearest grandmother in Armenia than her, over her. They're going to be at Jeff Holiday. Yeah, Jeff Holiday. I mean, obviously I'm busy with this, but I think I might wait for his Kakistan video to come out. So I can just see what he does with it and who he includes and who he keeps out. Devin, do you think all these anti-white videos from TOT come from Jinx on insecurity? Yes, but it's part of the regressive agenda. It's part of the white guilt movement. It's part of the insecurity of most people of color in the country, aside from those who are doing well. So aside from those who are sexually happy, aside from those who have money and have success. So Asians, Jews, and the percentage of the browns and blacks who fit that description. Bye, guys. I need to go to the airport. Well, not good enough excuse. Bye, Jeb. Have a good flight. Okay. This is literally just an investigation. No hard facts yet. Raw story's a joke. Yeah, but common sense is at play. So they don't even mention like the other kids like it's an accident. And there's also conflict of interest here. So they want that. Everybody wants this to be a racist story. You can't see that? I mean, and you should see it spreads like wildfire. They get this shit, the marching orders, and these are all businesses, for-profit entities who are looking for clickbait. They're looking to get your emotions stoked up. So they intentionally make a story like this. They highlight this. They choose this. Fits. It helps them. It's sickening. It's actually sickening. Give me $20 million. I'll assemble a couple smart people. We'll fucking regulate. You don't think that's possible? Shit. These people are such amateur shit. Coward. Cunts. Now I'm going to play some muscle chess. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a muscle chess in. I'm trying to get back into 1850. I think I'm dipping low. Yeah, some guy just beat my ass. 1822 from Hungary. Oh, Bulgaria. My bad. I was just in Bulgaria. Now he's using my strat against me. I like to counter with this. Put pressure. He usually comes... Oh, he backed out. Oh, he's coming with the Sicilian. I don't know if that's a Sicilian. I have no idea. I go off instinct. He wants me to take there, but he's going to push again. No. Okay. Clear the path here. I'm going to rest my dude here. Just rest my balls on his forehead, essentially. Let's mobilize this dude. Scramble the jets on that. All right. Let's pump up the jam with that. Let's get some of our big boys involved. He's castling this side. There he is. Go there. feel like he wants to push that. Gonzo. He's going there. He knows he's leaving this open. Well, I like it. Okay, how about we try a little move I like to call. Gotta clear it out a bit. I'm afraid it's not ideal. I can tell you that. He's gonna take that trade. He's been forked a bit. If I put the queen there, back it up here, he comes there. He's trying to double up on me. Push here. Oh, what he's thinking. Could try this. Yeah, he's pushing. Alright. And here comes that. Let's... Now we need to give an outlet here. Here's that push. Come here. Now his threat is here. Well, he can distract with that. He's got a lot of pawns. Not there. I could push again. Continue to creep on me. I'm losing on time. That's the trade-off there. He's got... His pawns are more advanced than mine. I don't like it. Catching up a little bit on time here. He's taking time to think this one through. Okay. Put my queen on the run. Pressuring me up the middle. Threat is here. He would respond with that and then put pressure here, threatening that mate. I take. He takes there, defending. I come here. He defends here. I take here. He pushes. Now here comes the rook lift. That's a nice little maneuver. Minute 5 to minute 2. And now king to there. Okay. Still get position. Secondary rook lift. Take and momentum with the check. Or that move comes first. He's looking to attack down the backside. So I'm going to leave an option on the poop shoot. Here comes the sun. I will prepare for that check. I don't want to leave my pawn hanging there. Okay. So he takes, and then I take. He takes back here. I push there. He comes there. I go there. He's looking to double up on this file. I take pawn here. The pawnee was a trap. My dude is a little bit out. Oh shit. Well, what the fuck is the time? Where does the time go these days? Shit. That's a big mistake. That was mate. Yeah. Realized it too late. Shit. Well, that was a time pressure situation. Bullshit. I'm not happy with that. I had him actually. Who wants to go there? Yeah. Bye-bye. Pop out here. Horsey? No. Revealed. That's an interesting move. Yeah, he's got to defend there. Let's control that diagonal. Shall we? He doesn't like that. That's a nice move, but not really. That's a preparatory move. Preparatory, he's preparing back. So I try to get rid of this pawn. And if I go there, he's jumping my bones. Come forward. He's going to take the poop shoot. If he does, though, he reveals this attack, so he can't take there. And why am I down on time again? It's you goddamn people who kill my stream. Alright, so now I attack. He tries to defend here, but it's not going to work. It's a nice double-pronged attack. He has double pawns on the poop shoot, but it's not much of a threat. It's defended here, and this guy's not a threat because he's double blocked. So now he's trying to... This was the preparatory move. That one, because he cannot defend there because it's bang. Bang, bang. Now, that is just sad and weird. I will take. He takes back with the queen. I take here. Initial move of... Interesting options. Let's get this dude on the back rank. Threatening there. Now I have that. Wait a minute. What about that? No. Let's not get too crazy. Let's take that. Got this guy next. He's got to choose between protecting that or... Oh! Let's eat that up. Gobble, gobble. Here comes the poop shoot. He wants to engage my poop. And I'm not in favor of it, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to take there. He comes for the check. He's going to get my castle. But he's going to abandon the middle. Oh, he's not. Let's take there. Forcing that. Coming back with... Shit. And then there's that. Then there's... This... Fuck, I'm fucked. Fuck! Ah! Bastard. 23 seconds. Motherfucker. Got me. Terrible. And I dropped below 1700 for the first time in a while. 0-2. Wow. That was bad. I feel like I was winning that game too. Most people would quit here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. taken. All right, well, we're doing better on time this time. Activate our pieces. He's blocking this, allowing me... Ooh, I could have taken there. Oh. Fuck. I'm going to take there. I'm going to get this guy out of danger. There. Threat is the queen. He's got to react. Depending on where he reacts. I take there. That's not it. Huh. That's a good move. No. What? Dude. What? I just made a terrible move. That's a terrible move. Oh, Lord. He missed that. Get the fuck out. Alright. And now it's elementary, my dear Watson. All right. Got one back. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready or not, like a game of chess where I rest. No stress if you don't smoke cess. Less, I must confess, my destinies manifest. In some vortex and sweats, I may trek like I'm homeless. Rap orgies with Porgy and Bess. Capture your bounty like Elliot Ness. Yes, bless you if you represent the fool, but I hex you with some witches brew if you do. I could do what you do, easy, believe me. Fighting niggas give me heebie-jeebie. So why you imitating Al Capone? I be Nina Simone and defecating on your microphone. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me. You can't run away from these styles I got open. Ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk awake. Those who correlate know the world ain't cake. Jail bars ain't golden gates. Those who fake, they break. When they meet their 400-pound mate, if I could rule the world, everyone would have a gun in the ghetto, of course. When keep the up and on their horse. Kick around drinking moonshine. I pour a sip on the concrete for the deceased, but no, don't weep. White Clef's in a state of sleep, thinking about the robbery that I did last week. Money in the bag, that could look like a drag. I wanna play with pelicans from here to Baghdad. Gun blast, stay fast, I think I'm hit. My girl pinched my hips to see if I still exist. I think not. I'll send a letter to my friends. A born again hooligan, no need to be king again.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take.
All right, 2-all. Let's go. Rubber match. Let's go. One time. Take me that pawn. Knees like a game of chess. One up. No stress. Our destinies manifest. Fianchetto? You bet your ass. Fianchetto. That's how we fucking do that one. We fianchetto on this motherfucker. Give me that fucking fianchetto. Easy, believe me. Fucking niggas give me heebie-jeebies. Al Capone, I'll be Nina Simone. I'm defecating on your microphone. Here I come. You can't hide. Hi. Slowly, ready on. You can't run away from these styles I got on, baby. You did well. You can't got on. Uh-oh. You think? Ooh, I know, oh baby. Hey, baby. Muscle chest. I don't know. Oh, no. Threat. Buffalo, so. Oh, threat's coming back style. Threat coming here. Hi, refugee. Threat is still here, but actually threat is here. On him. Can't evacuate. He might push here. Try to push there. Yeah, he's pushing. He wants to take. Ready or not? But see, I take. Ooh, I take, he take. I take, he take. I don't like that. I like this one better. Get him out of danger. He takes there. He's threatening that. But I take here. Check. You see what I'm saying? a lot of threats happening here. I don't know if you're even aware of it, but just lie down. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, he moves out of the way. I then diffuse the threat. This threat is now diffused. He then chases me away, but so be it. Chase, because I'll bounce back here, then I'll bounce over here, and then right back in the thick of it. And it's back to muscle chess. There it is. You have been dissected, good sir. Now he needs to get this guy involved, but doesn't know how. Oh, there you go. Oh, you want to trade? You want to trade with me? The fuck? Coming to what? Oh, he really likes this pawn situation. He thinks I'm not seeing that. That's weird. All right, your pawn fantasy is not happening, dude. It's not happening. Okay, just give up. You came out and blitzed me. You went up 2-1 on me. 2-1. Now I'm gonna go this way. Now I gotta get my pieces involved then. You can't run away from these stars. I want to get this dude involved. I wish he'd try to chase me. He's not gonna. From these stars I got, oh baby, hey baby. Might be time to play some muscle chess. I'm not sure. I need to uncork that. I'm gonna do this the hard way. Just get him involved that style. Take. Okay. He's looking to do a sacrifice. Bang, bang, bang. I need to get some of these pieces off the board. I need to get some of them off. Just looking to trade up. Because anywhere we go... I think he had better options there. I go... Now I bust that out. I then come here. I'm looking to play muscle chess. He's looking to deny muscle chess. Shit. Give me an escape valve there. That's a better position. Get out of this pin. He's trying to flex on that, but if he doesn't respect this threat, then he is mistaken. You are mistaken, sir. Now I could come here, or I could take here, hoping for the... If I go there, what's the... Oh, he's defending it. Alright. So be it. Come here, put pressure. This pawn is away. It's clear. The threat is... no. Reverse threat. Take. That's an amazing move I just did. And I must say that out loud to you with no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm liking this position. Let's triple up on all this shit. I'll take your queen. Thank you. That's a fail. It crumbles. He crumbled under the weight of my intellect, is what happened. I mean, I did you witness it? I witnessed it. He won the first 2 matches. You were like, Devin, this is embarrassing. Please stop. I said, no. Fuck you. I won't stop. Can't stop. I won by checkmate. Eat a dick right now. Eat a dick right now. Eat, 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 eat. So. 3 in a row. I told you none of you had faith, but it happened. USA greater than Bulgaria established. That was amazing. It was exhilarating. I have beads of sweat forming on my everything. I'm just sweating right now. Okay, I did it in public. I had to make it be known. I'll take a request. What do you guys want me to do? I got a little time. Not really. Gotta wake up. Gotta get some cereal. Gotta definitely cereal. Checking on shops. Chat delay is much less than usual. Interesting. Oh, let's check our new video. Joe.
This is a great day. A really great day. Wow, look how big and empty the parking lot is, huh? What do you say you get behind the wheel?
What would I do behind the wheel?
Drive.
Is that legal?
Well, no, but my father let me drive when I was about your age. Call it a perk for running errands with your dad.
Let's make this kitty purr.
Gotta go around.
Well, go ahead, try a turn. Tina, why are you groaning? You're doing fine. Tina, relax. Easy. Okay. Tina, you're kind of headed toward the only other car in the lot. You have plenty of time to turn, Tina, so just go ahead. Turn one way or the other. You're just swerving back and forth. Turn one way and stick with it, Tina. Tina, for the love of God! Turn away or stop! The brakes, Tina, on the left! You're about to hit that car! The brakes! Hit the brakes! Oh my God, it's bad.
I ruined the car.
You did. You really did.
Fuck out of this game. This game was horrible, dude, from the start. Motherfucker, I didn't know he was there. Motherfucking whore. Whore bag. Gay. Gay. Fuck.
Oh my God. I'm really tempted to put that on my main channel. Where should I put it? Oh, wow. It's a good laugh in the early morning time. Oh, thank you guys. That was whore bag. Holy fuck. All right. Well, I'm gonna nobody's in the Discord. Okay. I got some weird shit about Devin being alt-right. Huh? I'm alt-right? How could I be alt-right? How? In what way? In what way am I alt-right? Alright, I'm gonna go upload that video, and I had a good run. I thought it was a lot of shit I just accomplished. I don't know. It's all a blur. But I know I beat a guy 3 times in a row. I know that. And I thought I was winning both matches that I lost. So, fuck him. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye.